Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, so
Sorry.
you go ahead.
Okay, so my name's Brett Thomas, and I'm going to be introducing the offline team. You're going to see them in blue on your screens. As you can see, they brought the APOC, they brought the MERM, they brought their Augur and their Rifter in. Sorry, they brought their Augur at range, they brought the Dragoon at 20, and they brought the Rifter at 0. So they put a lot of the tackle as well as the APOC in at 0, trying to kind of screen for their Augur, kind of keep their Logi safe.
Yeah, and for team off, we've got we've got Augur, Dragoon, Rifter, and Rogon Apocalypse. And for EroticEuros, we have Oracle, Executor, Mollis, Algos, and Baden. Tell us a little bit about the Mollis pick there. That seems a little bit strange in this comp to me.
You see, the Mollis compared to last year has a lot more range dumps. I think it's got 3 range dumps at the moment. Now, in this format, you can't have offensive scripts. You can only have base. So what it's going to be doing at the moment is it's going to be damping out the lock speed and the range of this APOC or this Dragoon. It's going to be keeping them all from actually doing stuff at range, forcing them to get close. Like, if you look at this moment, the Oracle is taking a hell of a lot of damage from this APOC. This Mollis is going to have to damp it down and try and keep their APOC safe.
Yeah, speaking of offline, this Rifter has had his prop mod completely get shut down as he's been webbed, he's been scrammed by the, I believe, the Algos, so excellent job of screening him. And the Oracle now is stabilizing. He's called the correct move, which is just to burn away, get out of the direct range of the Apocalypse, force them to shoot something else. The Myrmidon as well is just burning in, and the Abaddon is at risk of having ships get on top of him at 0. The Abaddon not having the best tracking in the game. At the same time, the Dragoon is in about half armor and stabilizing slightly.
And if you're looking at this APOC at the moment, it's just burning away from everything else, trying to keep its transversal at a minimum so its tracking stays up nice and high. But this Algos is just taking a massive hit as the APOC just gets out of range and starts hammering it.
Yeah,
and the Algos is already down.
That is just a perfect tracking by the Apocalypse.
And
now
Mollis
Mollis boundary
the
violates.
Mollis is down from boundary.
Yeah, so now offline is in a really good foot. With the Mollis not being able to damp the Apocalypse isn't going to have to worry about coming into close. He can stay at the Scorch range that he wants to and just plank away at the Executor or the Oracle. And they're going to have no trouble punching through the Oracle with the amount of damage they have in the field. One of the choices of bringing an Oracle is that you do not get the choice of armor or skirmish links, as the Tier 3 battlecruiser cannot field them.
But the one thing it does bring is a full rack of high damaging lasers, which you can see it punishing the MERM now. The MERM's taking a lot of damage from this Abaddon and the Oracle. But
yeah,
the bad thing that's happening...
This Oracle needs to be getting killed so much faster than it's getting killed. The Myrmidon is fully tackled. He's screened. He's not able to bring his blasters to bear on the Oracle, it would appear, which is somewhat strange as they're on top of each other more or less at 0.
You have to look at this Abaddon as well. This Abaddon has a Dragoon with a full rack of high newt sitting orbiting at 500. It can't get rid of it, and it's just going to drain all the cap that these heavy lasers are just going to be guzzling constantly. And this Oracle is starting to go down. It's surrounded by rep bots. It's got an exec trying as hard as it can, but it's still going down. It's just bleeding into structure now.
Yeah, being played very well so far by Team Offline. The Oracle now popping. The Oracle was forced down to about 110 kilometers away from the arena. He had to make a turn, and when he blew the speed, he eventually got caught. So that just leaves the Abaddon and the Executor. The Abaddon is fully tackled, and he's not able to track the Dragoon, who's been sitting pretty on top of him for the last few minutes. Really well played by Team Offline.
Yeah, they had their idea of burning the Myrm, the Dragoon, and the Rifter in, just getting on top and just getting rid of that high heavy laser damage that the Autoerotica's team were bringing
Yeah, this is where I think that the EroticEuros would have been better served by either the choice of a Punisher or some other Tech 1 frigate. The Mollusk can be useful, but it's very difficult to keep it alive, and without the range scripts, there's only so much you can meaningfully do. Sure, maybe you can shut down the Apocalypse for a little while, but eventually it will close to range on top of the close range ships that EE brought, and with that, the Executor has fallen, leaving the Abaddon as the last remaining ship, and see how long it takes the offline team to chunk through the rest of his brick tank.
And brick tank it is indeed. This Abaddon is super tanky in this format. So it's going to take a while for it to be slowly chunked down. Even if you see the APOC getting into range now and the men burning in, it's going down, but it's going down very slowly. It's just being chipped away and chiseled.
Hugh Lightbender making a little bit of kind of a classic mistake. Yager, maybe he's being a little bit bad-mannered here. He's ramming the Abaddon, and in doing so, he was able to get hit to about half armor since he lost all of his transversal on the approach. Not sure quite what's going on there, but yeah, regardless, it won't change the outcome of this match. Team Offline has this very much in the bag.
The Augur is dual prop fit, so what it's done is it's bent in, swapped to its AV, and is now just sitting there ABing under its guns where the Abaddon can't hit it.
Yeah, the Augur getting under its guns to apply all of the 0 damage that it does.
And it looks like this Abaddon is finally going to go down as it bleeds the last bit of the structure. And with the end of that, it's good job to Offline. Congrats on the win, and we're going to pass it back to the studio.